So I grew up in the hood and watching these music videos, these hip hop videos, got the girls twerking, that's probably before twerking was really a thing. But this girls just lined up next to cars with the guys and drinks and tight outfits on and whole lot of skin showing, being immodest. The music glorifies the woman, and now wrestling. Start watching wrestling, and all the women are nearly naked, and they're wrestling, and their body parts is, well, obviously not their actual genitalia and nipples, but you can see a whole lot of skin, right? And and all these things, all these visuals, these images, what had got to my mind as a young kid was that women are to be worshipped, or women are to be idolized. I would say that, idolized. That as a man, life is about woman. Get it? Woman and money and cars. And in the right context, those things should have their place. In the right context. But of course, there are many people who take that way too far. Women, money, cars, how the world views success. But the bad thing is that it took me into a place in my, relationships and dating, and whether it was an official relationship with a girl or just casual hanging out, whatever. It gave me the mindset that woman just is mostly about how they look. Because that's how the music videos, that's how wrestling, all the girls in wrestling, typically are, they're slim shape, they have a certain look. It's all about sex appeal. In the hip hop videos, about sex appeal, about how, how she twerks it, how she moves it, how, most what I'm talking about. And went into porn, and it's the same thing I'm looking at. Like, girls gotta be, that look, move their body a certain way, look a certain way. And it's all about the physical. And I'm not knocking down the physical. I'm not saying a woman should have beautiful shape and sex appeal in the right context. Let's get it right now, because a lot, people think it's about sex appeal for the whole world to see. It's all about flaunting my body and being super sexy for everybody. No. But that's my mindset. That's the main thing. Is that the sex appeal for everyone to see? She has shown all the skin, and that's what I looked for, and that led to not choosing healthy women, not entertaining or get. I was giving the wrong woman my time and attention. That relationship, I had the wrong criteria because I had a wrong paradigm, a wrong example in the music videos and the wrestling that showed that this is all about. And the bad thing with those things too is that you're focusing so much on the body and how the person looks, and maybe something they say is sexy or is oh whoa she's charming and on this level, but it didn't challenge me to say, what about the other aspects? Because if you think about it, do your research or look around or ask anybody in your family, like even people or celebrities, their looks don't keep them together. Their good looks don't keep them together. Their millions and billions don't keep them together. There's a lot of people who have millions and they look amazing, they got great physiques, but they still break up. They still have arguments and fights. And what was the guy recently, that football player, Tyreek Hill, wow, what a great athlete he is. Fast and energetic and charismatic. Do had a argument, a fallout with what is it, his wife and his mother-in-law recently, and took the baby to the balcony, and maybe he was thinking about throwing the baby off. I don't know. People are speculating that, but they got problems too. So and so with these music videos, at least for me, and he's wrestling and the divas, as I call them, the wrestling and the divas, that's what you look for primarily. Like I wasn't focused on looking at, man, how does she handle adversity? How does she handle problems? What about her patience level? How does she treat people that she doesn't need? How does she handle money? Does she handle money wise? Does she love people, like truly love and have a love for helping people? Does she love God? Does she respect her parents? Is she peaceful to talk to? Is she easy to be talked to? Oh, is she a nagger? Is she funny? Is she versatile? Has multiple skills? You know, how does she do? How does she work? How does she work? How does she react to pressure? Oh, how does she react under intense stress? Many people don't handle do well under stress. Like, my wife, she does, like, wow, she goes into prayer, she goes into listen to gospel music. A lot of people, they're going through pressure and stress. They're smoking, they're getting drunk, they just yelling, just wilding out. They go crazy out there. But so, how do you handle stress? So I wasn't looking at other components of character. What is she really saying? What is her heart really like? Is she a really gentle soul? She quit to gossip about people and put people down, or does she want to lift people up? Because you can expose people or talk about people, or expose the wrong that people do, but also have a redemptive quality to what you want to say. Like, some people just knock people down and leave it at that. Oh, I don't like you, mother F that, mother F this, mother F this. But but to say, like, wow, that person doing wrong here, man. I wish they knew Christ. I wish they had a healthier home that they grew up in. I wish they had a better example, better role models, a better atmosphere, better environment. I wish that person is doing wrong, but I pray that they will get better. And I wish, if I knew this person, or I would share resources with that person, or maybe you already know that person, and maybe you say, okay, I'm gonna reach out to this person. I'm gonna give resources to this person to help them to hopefully do better with their, maybe it's anger or bad relationship, depression, suicidal thoughts. A lot of us tend to nag and say, oh, what they're doing wrong, and they don't like, and I don't like her, and she's doing this and he's doing that and doing that. But you're not offering a solution. Are you even, in a way, reaching out to the person to see what you can do to help the person? There's people out there who are doing wrong, yeah, but are you offering a solution in your tone of voice? I mean, I wish them well, though. I wish they go into counseling. I wish they go into therapy. They're doing wrong here, man. I just, it's sad. If only knew what their actions would eventually lead to, man. I see them go down a dark road, man, doing this. But I pray that they do receive the light and walk a better path. But often, many of us don't do that. So yeah, with the woman, I was just focused on just the outward mostly. And what I was looking at, the images, the music, the porn, all that stuff shaped my psychology, my psyche, about what to look for and what was more important. And we know that those things is not ultimately going to keep two people together. It's not going to keep two people in love and keep them attached and bonded. There may be some momentary, temporary thrills and excitement. Oh, you rich, I'm rich. You look super handsome. You look super beautiful. All right, let's get together. You got a Lamborghini, I got a Bentley, let's go. You got a mansion, I got a mansion, let's go. But ultimately, those are not the crucial core criteria that will keep two people together. So those early exposures did facilitate my viewpoint about sex, and it led to unhealthy decisions. So that's why I gave up. It wasn't easy to give up porn, but I grace of God, I've done it. And wrestling, that was difficult too. But I did it because that way it was feeding the lust, it was feeding dissatisfaction, discontentment, and ruining my mindset about what was healthy to look for in a woman. So whether it's a woman or even a man, for those who are women looking for a husband, man, or whatever, right? To make sure. Look for those deeper components of character, and when you see the red flag, you perceive a possible red flag, address it, talk about it. Don't ignore it, address it, because it will come up again. It will come up eventually. And if you choose to be with that person, choose to go further with that person. So, all right, y'all. God bless you in Jesus' name. I love you. Later.